Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
We got this. Check. Ladies. Check. 53's right. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's how we do.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second and a yard, Dalton. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
29 is the Mike 29.
Hey, exit.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 29 is the Mike 29. Exit. 29.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Rip right.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. Mike 52. Come on, dude. let's get it working. Switch it. Easy. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. Play action now. Dalton. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lambo on for the extra point. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Colts 14, Ravens 13. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Go, we're good.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And it's complete to Kelsey. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing, Dalton. That's complete to Whitaker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey. 2-2. Move. 5.
And Dalton to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So a 1st quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 45 on second down. Winston. It's complete to Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We got 3.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Ready. Moving.
Combo. Army.
Wait. Ready to go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Running on first down with Ware. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. A nice little juke. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check 4, check 4. Check 52.
Hey, stop.
It's Barkley on the counter. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We're ready. Blue lane.
Don't confuse the mic.
Hey, 5-0. You better be ready. Don't be slow. Sunday.
Hey, alert 3. Check time.
On 3rd down, Winston to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Wait.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Winston now from the 50. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Ravens take over. Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This is caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch twist. Watch the twist. Check. Pick the edge. Come.
On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Mike, check. Hey, 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his man. It's Williams. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
16 yards. First down, Colts.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Going deep for Benjamin. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Saquon Barkley running right. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, 17. Watch the slant.
The first down throw for Winston. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. You're right, 52, right 52. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Blue ready. No game on this defense. No game. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
Come on. Run back. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
We got this. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Even.
To throw is Winston. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So there on that play offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action. Winston sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They run it here. Ware. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Spencer Ware, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hands up. Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Hands up.
On first down, McKinnon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
What's the motion?
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. Over the middle, complete. That's Whitaker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Win the rep. Win the rep.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
Waiting.
54.
Regular. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Block 54. Block 54.
Hands up.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, McKinnon again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Motion.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He's now 3rd and 4.
Let's get it.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, it's Whitaker. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets them negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Travis Kelce, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. They'll roll him out right. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Ware. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's McKinnon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
You can't block me.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Dalton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
I'm here all day. Patch it. Kill. Easy.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. It's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bucky Hodges, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Big spot, Andy Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Dalton wants to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. So now Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
All right, here's Dalton. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Here's Dalton. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was